Really? Maniacal, which came out in the year of 2003. Gilbert Gill comes home to kill. Gilbert Gill comes home to kill. Gilbert Gill comes home to kill. How about shut the fuck up? Hey everyone, it's Adam here. I can't see the guy. Just got done watching this 2003 horror slasher movie moments ago, which came in the year 2003. And I gotta tell you, this movie is fucking garbage. Garbage! A 2003 horror movie which came out in the year 2003, directed by Joe Castro and written by Eric Spordick. Talk about like a Friday the 13th rip-off. You know. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I'm not putting this movie down because it's a B movie. I like B movies. You know, there's some B movies you can get a good kick out of it, you know, where you sit down, you're eating popcorn, you know, you're actually getting a kick out of all the low-budget horror movies. And, hey, here there's some low horror movies from low budget are going to be a success, like the Terrifier movies. You know, the first Terrifier movie was a low-budget movie, but look at the success it's became. At least you can fucking enjoy those sort of fucking movies. This movie, Maniacal, makes you want to kill yourself after the first 5 minutes of entry into the fucking movie. It's that fucking bad. The acting is horrendous. They keep playing that song over and over again. Gilbert Gills come back to kill. Gilbert Gills come back to kill. And a 5-year-old could have fucking written this fucking movie. I tell you, it's atrocious. Lazy acting, lazy performances. Basically, it's about this guy named Gilbert. You know, one night while his sister is going out on a party in 1996 or something like that, you learn that he's coming from an abusive background of his father and his stepmom who has the hots for him. You know, and she sexually abuses him. You know, he kills the stepmother and he wounds the dad. And then he gets taken into custody. About 2 or 3 years later, I can't fucking remember the year, where he's due to visitation for his sister and his father, he breaks out. He goes back to the old house which he originally came from and makes all these weapons because he's got killing in mind. Because he's a psychopath, he keeps hearing voices in his head, and he keeps getting these visions of his dead stepmother wanting to kiss and fucking make out with him. There's even a scene, you know, where he breaks into a horror shop, steals a clown mask and slits the guy's throat. And it's about him going on a rampage right at the end of the movie. Like your typical Michael Myers type of fucking flick. At least in those movies, they're classics, you know what I mean? This seems like a cheap-ass, rip-off version from Friday the 13th and Halloween. Combined into one. But without the effects, without the great acting, without the thought, without the imagination. So poorly done, so poorly put together. I mean, there's some B movies I like. I like Grim Weekend. Even though it's a terrible movie, I still get laughs and kicks out of that movie. Same with the Camp Blood movies. They're fucking horrendous movies, but at least you get a kick out of them. Because of how terribly bad the movies are, you still get a good kick out of them, like guilty pleasures. But this movie, it's not a guilty pleasure. I don't know anyone who's got a fan base of this movie or gets like a kick out of this movie for all the wrong reasons. What is there to fucking like about this movie? Please someone tell me that. I know we got different tastes in movies, but boy, if you like this movie, I dread to think what your fucking taste is in good movies, I fucking tell you. You know, he comes to his demise, Gilbert killed, but I think he drinks poison and he dies in his sister's arms or something like that. But the effects in this were fucking terrible. Like, there's a shotgun scene, you know, where he shoots this guy's head. And I'm not kidding, it looks like a bag of sawdust that gets shot at, and you see the dust fly everywhere. Like a really bad, poor effect of someone's head getting shot off by a shotgun. And throughout the movie, they're playing that song again and again. Gilbert Gills come home to kill. Gilbert Gills come home to kill. And I'm thinking, shut the fuck up. We get the fucking picture. It's about a fucking maniac who's breaking out of a prison, going on a killing rampage. Your same old bullshit. Your same old fucking slasher storytelling from Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. We get it. There's no need to be fucking reminded again and again that Gilbert Gill's coming home to kill. Is it supposed to make us piss our pants? You can start by actually putting some thought and action into the fucking acting for a start, because this Gilbert Gill, he doesn't speak. He's like mute throughout the whole fucking movie. And many people would defend him, saying it's due to all the sexual abuse he got from his stepmother and all the abuse he got from his father. Big fucking deal. Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees are mute. But at least those are great movies. At least they're more like fucking... what's the word I'm looking for? Convincing killers. I mean, this movie, I remember seeing it back in the day, and it was like on a car boot sale for like 3 movies for £1. Something like that. 3 movies for £1. And this is just one I picked up in the bunch. And I remember watching this movie back in the day and thinking, Jesus, is bad. And I just remember turning it off. But I just got done watching it moments ago. Not really, it was the same movie I fucking picked up all them years ago. And I thought to myself, I'm in the mood to watch a B movie. You know, I'm in the fucking mood to watch a low budget horror movie for shits and giggles. You know, because I like my low budget shits and giggles horror movies. But this one, I'm sorry. This one's not a guilty pleasure. This one is not one of those that you could grow in your heart and think to yourself, I'll give this movie a chance, you know. It's not that bad of a movie, but trust me, it is a really bad movie. At least with movies like Killjoy and those other B movies, you get a good kick out of them. And there's humour and you get some sort of kick. But this movie, Maniacal, 2003, I mean, I've been looking these people up and I haven't got a fucking clue who half of these people are. Half of these people don't even have Wikipedia pages of who the actors are. You got Lee Webb, who played the Gilbert Gill, Perrine Moore as Janet Gill, Cole Doc Chuck as... Who the fuck are all these actors, man? I've never fucking heard of any of them. But judging from the reception of this movie, yeah, it got a 2 out of 5. A 2 out of 5. With the open review says, I've not laughed harder at a horror movie in years. And that is because, while Joe Castro's direction is iffy, the script is predictable and the entire cast acting is poor with bad makeup effects. With the way it would explode in person's head that in a way that you just have to believe. I already mentioned that, you know, when he gets shot with a shotgun and it's like a bag of fucking swords. You'd have to see it to fucking believe it. It never bogs down and the script is lax in originality. The execution lacks more exact than the... Yeah. You'll see this in the makeup effects done in 60 minutes in the makeup room. Can't think of any better way to put it like that. There's not much more I can say about this, everybody. It's to say it's one of those movies that you just completely forget about. You know, it won't break your heart or shed a tear to your eye to see this movie get fucking burnt. You know, it's not enjoyable, it's not funny. You know, it's just like poorly directed, badly constructed. Anyone could do a whole better job of making this movie if it was all on an editing software on CapCut, on fucking online. You know, complete fucking fail. Anyone could have made this movie with a camera on their own fucking backyard. You know what I mean? Fucking atrocious movie, and they're trying to get some sort of kick out of it by making him wear a clown mask and killing people by slitting their throats and all that. How original. You know, so fucking horrendous movie, everybody. Please stay clear of Maniacal. There's not much more I can say about it, other than it's an atrocious movie. You know, get ready to blow your fucking brains out and wish you were dead in the first 5 minutes into watching this movie, because this movie makes you want to be fucking dead. I'm not kidding. This movie makes you just want to be fucking dead from the first 5 entry minutes of this movie. Fucking atrocious, horrendous movie. Peace out, everyone. Thank fuck that's over. Never again. Peace.